While he waited for them, he wandered through the city. He would have seen the octagonal wind tower with its relief sculptures of the 8 gods of the winds. The huge theater of Dionysius had seating for 17,000 spectators in 64 rows of seats. The Odeon of Herod would not be built for another century, but the huge temple to Olympic Zeus would have been a spectacular sight. Yes, this was a fantastic city with a splendid past. It is such a wonder to walk around these monuments today and to realize that democracy was initiated here. Doubtless Paul would have come up the Pan-Athenic way to visit the Acropolis. He would have come up to see the Parthenon, designed by Pericles and constructed in the middle of the 5th century. This fabulous temple was built as a place for Athena Parthenos, or Athena the Maiden. The idea was created by Pericles in the middle of the 5th century. It was constructed between 448 and 437 BC, and it housed a fantastic statue sculpted by Phidias himself and was covered with gold and ivory. It stood 40 feet tall and dominated the entire site of the Acropolis. Yes, this was Athena Parthenos, Athena the Maiden, the patron goddess of the city of Athens. Pericles had designed that this would set Athens apart from all the other Greek city-states, and indeed it did. As you would sail into the harbor of Piraeus, you would see the Acropolis in the distance, and there on the top you would see the Parthenons standing tall and standing bright. But to Paul, this was not the fruit of man's soaring genius, but these were shrines to false gods. To Paul's mind, this would have been the embodiment of evil. This would have been a center of false teachings. We see his reaction. While Paul was waiting for them in Athens, he was greatly distressed to see that the city was full of idols. So he reasoned in the synagogue with the Jews and the God-fearing Greeks, as well as in the marketplace day by day with those who happened to be there. While Paul was waiting for Timothy and Silas, his heart was stirred. He saw a city full of idols, from the great statue of Athena in the Parthenon to the modern statues throughout the city. Paul was distressed by what he saw.